Do-Gooder is an interesting poem, and in Do-Gooder I'm talking about two different things. I'm talking about charity and religion, and I'm talking about my feelings towards charity and religion. In particular, when people tried to force me into donating to charity, or when people tried to impose their religious views on me, because I have nothing against charity, donating to charity. I do donate to charity, I do give blood, and I do go through my stuff, like my clothes and other belongings, maybe once or twice a year, and anything I don't need or I don't want, I donate to a charity bin or to St Vinny's. And I don't have anything against religion itself. Like, religion can teach great values and can teach people great life lessons, especially to children, religion has been shown to really help people and heal people, especially in really bad times. But I personally find religion to be quite oppressive. Although that being said, it's usually, when religion becomes a problem, it's not generally religion itself, it's more people's interpretation of religion that causes a lot of problems. And you see that a lot with abortion and homosexuality in particular. Like, those are the two biggest examples of how people's interpretation of religion can really affect people, and particularly in a negative way. With the charity aspect of the poem, I'm talking about the fact that I personally can't stand when I'm trying to do my shopping, either at a mall or trying to get my groceries, and you'll see people trying to sign you up to charity, and they stand there knowing that people are trying to do their grocery shopping, like it's a ploy, and it's not a coincidence that they're there. And I understand, and I also don't like it when certain charity people will show up at my home. Like, they have the, it irritates me, because they have, yes, they work for a good cause, and yes, it's hard to get people to sign up, and that's why they do those things. That's why they're in malls and grocery stores, because they know people are going to go there. They know there's constant traffic there. But I just don't, I'm not a big fan, and I really can't stand when you have them showing up on your doorstep, because they have the nerve to come to your home, show up on your doorstep and intrude or interrupt your day, and yet they try to guilt you all on your doorstep to signing up to their charity. That's what I don't like. And there was one instance where I was in the mall, and there was this quiet young man who I think was for, I don't know if it was a hearing charity or a vision charity. It was something to do with the senses, and he was visually impaired, so I think it was a vision charity. And he sat there with his charities banner on a chair in the mall. He had a coin bucket in his hand. It was a small coin bucket with a handle on it so he could hold it, and he didn't actually hold it out to people saying, can you please donate? Like, he just sat there, minded his own business, was quiet, held out his coin bucket, and myself and 5 other people who happened to be around him happily donated our change. And the reason I do that is, one, I don't like handing over my bank details. Like, yes, they work for a charity, and to work for a charity and have bank details, they probably would have had several background checks, but it doesn't change that they're a stranger to me. So I don't like giving my bank details out. And with donating my change, I feel like I can donate as much as I want. I have more control over it. And more importantly, this particular young man with this particular charity, he didn't harass people, he didn't guilt us into it, he just sat there, minded his own business. And you know what? That's why I wanted to donate to his charity. That's why I gave him my whatever loose change I had in my wallet, because that's the way it should be. They shouldn't be harassing people into it. And it's the same thing with religion. Like I said, religion has great life lessons and great life values, but I personally don't like it when I see the preachers in the street trying to convert people or trying to get people to come to their church. And because again, they're forcing their views on other people, and that's not what religion is about. They're so devout, they should know that that's not what religion is about. And I'm personally not religious. I'm not totally against religion. And I don't hate religion, and I have fond memories of scripture in primary school and being at church and making friends in Sunday school. But I just personally, with charity and religion, people who are religious or work for a religion or work for a charity, they may have good intentions, but generally what they do to try and get people to either convert to a certain religion or join a charity. They guilt people into it, they harass people into it, and they're just intruding on people's lives to get them to be a part of this charity or be a part of this religion. And they should know that that doesn't work with charity, that works against charity and religion, and they're certainly going to turn more people off to them than get people on their side. So I don't really understand that. Like I've said, I've got nothing against charity and religion, I'm just against being harassed into it, and that's what this poem explores.